What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope each and every one of you guys, is having a great day. I'm having a great day here, working in my workshop right here. Check it out. I don't just go to Home Depot and buy my doors. No, I make my doors. It's for the red brick house. Believe it or not, I'm making raised panel bathroom, closet door, laundry room doors, so that way they match the style of what's in the house. See, that's having skills. See, you got to have some skills when you're working on old stuff like I do, and I am definitely skilled. But I was sitting here thinking as I'm working in the workshop and taking a little bit of a break, I was sitting here thinking about something, and I don't understand. And it's, I can build stuff like this without a problem. It's real easy for me to do this kind of stuff because I've been doing it forever and I enjoy doing it. I've had a ball literally cutting, taking this old wood right here, this old antique heart pine that looked like holy crap, that most people would have just said, why are you saving that? And cutting it down and making it usable again. Something that's 200 years old is going to keep living, hopefully for another 200 years. I can do that kind of thing. But I'm lost and I'm confused about something, okay? And I'm hoping that you guys can help my brother out to understand this. Because I had a discussion this morning with Rashid. It's been a blessing with Rashid. When I first talked to my bride about, Rashid needs some help, honey. And we need to be able to, it takes a village to take care of a community. Or excuse me, you need a village to raise a child. I don't know what I'm saying. But you need to look out for your fellow man, because if I were in a bad position, I would hope that somebody would help me out. Not for me to just take advantage of them and use them, but to try and help get myself back together and on my feet. And at first I looked at that and said, man, it's not going to be easy, man. We're going to have somebody who's staying in the house and this and it. But I will say it has been a blessing having him here because he's a great sounding board. And it's not because I like teasing him because he's a Giant fan, because I'm actually worried about the Giants. But it's great seeing him first thing, hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah, what's up? And it's like, did you hear about it? It's like, yeah, and stuff. So it's been good. But we were having a discussion this morning, and I don't know how we got into it, but we were talking about, I was talking about Dak Prescott and how he is the most vilified quarterback in football. And I was trying to remember how we got into the discussion. But we have debates. And I was having a debate, and I was saying, okay. I said just follow me for a second here in my logic. Because I'm sitting here, it was Josh Allen. That's what it was. Because they were saying, if Josh Allen gets Jonathan Taylor, then that will make sure, it will help almost guarantee that they get a Super Bowl. And I was kind of like, wait a minute. I don't remember who it was, but it was some woman who was talking about when we got Amari Cooper, and they used it as a crutch for Dak Prescott. And they said, well, Dak Prescott needs those guys to be successful. Doesn't he already have Stephon Diggs? Doesn't he already have like that? Didn't he get like guys like Von Miller? Didn't they have really good offense? Didn't they have a lot of good players? So now we're saying that Josh Allen needs guys to get to the Super Bowl. When Dak got a guy in Amari Cooper, Dak, he's not successful. He had to have guys. And that's where I was like, Rashid, do you see the difference here? Because that's exactly how it was. He was like, well, because I said, here's the thing. Last year this time, let's be honest, and I want you guys to help me out. Last year this time, we were looking at the Cowboys, and we were like, you lost Tyron Smith in training camp. We had gotten rid of Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, Lyle Collins, Connor Williams, and Randy Gregory. And we added Anthony Barr. You didn't look at that team and say, That's a Super Bowl contending team right there. They decide all those moves that they made, they're going to be great. You didn't. There were still questions on whether or not CeeDee Lamb was a number one wide receiver, right? So how do we go from that situation where we say the Cowboys digressed and they lost in the divisional round, right? And here we have Josh Allen, who they looked at and said, they're one of the best teams in football, that they're a Super Bowl contender. They have one of the greatest quarterbacks out there, playmaker, franchise quarterback, top 5 without a doubt, great wide receiver, and they lost at home the same weekend we did, divisional week. We played on the road on Monday Night Football in Tampa Bay, then proceeded to go to the best defense in football and play on their field, on a short field, and lost one of our 2 best weapons. And we get told Dak Prescott is on the hot seat. Dak sucks. Josh Allen literally gets cussed out by his wide receiver like, dude, what the F? What the F are you doing? And they score 10 points at home and lose the same weekend we do. And they turn around and say, well, they need to go ahead and get some more weapons to help that guy out. Am I wrong here? Am I missing something? Oh, and by the way, he led the league in turnovers. I guess fumbles don't count the same as interceptions for some reason. I guess they don't. And maybe you say, I know what you're saying. Well, you're just salty because you got that sorry ass. Whatever, dude. I'm not talking. You know what? It doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because I know what'll happen. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys could win the Super Bowl, and they'll say, well, it's because they had to get Micah Parsons. They had to get Micah Parsons for them to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to understand why we turn around and say, give Josh Allen more weapons so that way he can win the Super Bowl. And not say it's because he's not good enough. But when we say we need weapons for Dak Prescott, that's because he's a garbage-ass quarterback and needs help. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend because I don't understand. I am the dumbest guy in the world because I don't understand how you could look at both of those situations differently. Just don't. All right, I got more work to do in here. I got to get these things glued up and put together so that way I can take them down the road tomorrow. All right, peace.